guess I've started streaming. I guess we are.
Okay.
Shrink this down a little bit and do this. See what's going on over here.
Find you. Yeah, you are live.
I am live. You.
You need coffee. Yeah, there you go. Hi, honey. I don't see anybody here. Dean's here. Hi, Dean.
Hey.
Anna's cooking.
Well, I can't see it.
You look heavy. Anna's cooking must be
Here
good.
it is. Here I am. Okay.
Hi,
I got to
Dean.
turn on the volume on this end, so I don't.
That's all the cookies, Dean, and the cakes, and the pies.
Shh. Don't be worried. Everybody else be wanting it. What's up, Dean? It's real good. She keeps me fed. Hi, Paula.
Hi, Paula.
How's everybody doing? Wow. It's been a while since I've been on here, guys.
Yeah.
So I'm real rusty at it right now. Got some good sweet tea going.
I should come in and say hi. Maybe I can.
Hmm? Get in here.
I don't know where I'm at. Where am I? Let's see. I'll have to find out where I'm at. I can't get in.
I can't see.
No.
Hang on a second. It's a little lag there. This thing's showing up, isn't it?
No.
There you are. There she is.
There's a lag time here.
Yeah.
A real bad hide. Looks like I'm hiding.
Well, I know what you mean, Paula. We don't know what we're supposed to feel anymore. It's crazy. Yeah, this is all. This is chocolate chip cookies, y'all. See. Well, we got top fans up there, but
I'm
I've
still
not
up
seen
here.
that
How come
before.
I'm still up here?
Up where?
You're really a lag time. Okay.
There
Bye.
you Wow, that is slow,
It's
isn't it?
really lag time.
Okay. All right.
Had a couple more subscribers, honey.
Yeah. 783. Cool. We're getting more and more people. Cool. Everybody, when y'all come in here, give a thumbs up. Tell me how busy. Let me know you're here and everything. Say hey or something. There's quite a few things going on, guys. I've been doing some thinking about stuff and everything, and I'll go ahead and tell you the truth. I interact with artificial intelligence a little bit, asking some of these deep thinking questions and stuff. And some of the answers I got is kind of startling. One of the things that happened the other day, I was asking some questions and everything, and running into a particular issue I was thinking of, and all of a sudden it stopped, and it turned around and asked me and said, "What makes you think this? Where did you come up with this idea?" Which is something kind of startling coming from an artificial intelligence thing. Hey Tony, what's up, man?
Hey, Tony.
From Ireland.
Ireland.
How's things going over there, man? I've been hearing things getting a little sticky in Ireland. To the duck pond. We know, Paula, what they used to say in Hollywood, any press is good press, no matter if any press, as long as you got your name out there, people are thinking of you. So whether they're talking good or bad about you, at least they're thinking of you, so that's always good. Got 5 people. Y'all just come on in here and start hanging out and everything. Waiting for a few more, hopefully. She's the apple of my eye, that's for sure.
Thanks, Paula.
Open the panel, interact with the creator and others watching the live. Oh, that's a thing I can do. Join the conversation. I'm already in the conversation.
Oh, is that what it's telling you?
Yeah, I
Oh,
can start
yeah.
here, this live chat. I can join
Yeah.
the conversation.
You can join. Well, that's
Oh,
nice.
I'm already in the conversation. I am the conversation.
You are the you are the visual.
Yeah, I believe that, Tony. I believe that. I know how things are getting really crazy for the European theater. I'll put it that way, as far as the government and everything else like that. And I've been watching it. Well, not really watching a whole lot. I've been paying attention to those few things, and it's unimaginable what's going on with everything. And you're right, it is a cartel. I think all of them's in on it now. Well, not thinking, I do know it. No description. This is the first time I've done a YouTube live, guys, in a long time. They've got an extra bunch of stuff down here at the bottom I can do and everything, and I'm kind of figuring out what all that is and everything. That's cool. All right. Huh, cool. So anybody got any kind of cool stuff going on around you? I've been noticing something about Trump, guys. That's one of the biggest things I want to talk about. Is I don't like Trump. I don't trust him no more than I trust any other politician. I probably trust him even less. But remember, if anybody remembers back during the first part of his after his inauguration, I said y'all need to be careful of him because he's looking to be king of the America. And it looks like he's taking several steps towards that action right now. No, I didn't see him, Dean. But yeah, Trump is taking several steps towards making himself emperor of the America. We live in Pennsylvania, and after November 4th, everything is cloudy until March 28th or something like that. So we hardly ever get any sunlight around here at that time. It is, man. Do they have the censorship going on strong with you, Tony, right now? I know a lot of other areas that's under imperialistic rule does have right now, and I'm just wondering how far it's gone into the Free Republic of Ireland. I thought you'd bring me some more chocolate chip cookies.
Oh,
No, I'm not teasing you. She may even made me fudge. I believe it. It's getting crazy, man. I don't understand what's going on. Yeah, 30 seconds behind.
yeah.
I really don't understand why they're doing this. I do in a way, you know, what people don't understand, guys, is that about this population stuff and invasion and all this stuff is white people are dying off, y'all. The white population in the world is kind of shrinking quite a bit, if anybody hasn't noticed, and it's kind of alarming in a sense. So that's kind of something that might be considered a thing going on here that we need to consider about this forced immigration. Of course, it's also more to it than that. Of course, they always don't let a good crisis go to waste. They push people to a boiling point, to a kettle, and then more and more things like that. That's all kind of crazy. Anyway, head. How many people in here now? None. All right, there going. Y'all start saying hi. All of y'all sitting out there watching and waiting for me to do something silly. Y'all say hi so we can get going.
I can't see the lights out there yet.
Huh?
The northern lights aren't out
Oh,
there
you
yet.
can't see them yet. Okay.
Oh,
You know, one of the things people have been talking about a lot is about that new East Wing thing that Trump's doing on. And it's a big project. Anna was looking around there. We was both looking at it, but Anna was looking around the other day and saw that there's a tunnel on the back side of this thing going in underneath where they took down the East Wing. And it was kind of funny, and then come to find out that connects into an underground passageway, a roadway, perhaps. And after they tore it down, they come up and told us the other day on the news that they're going to have 18 hours of concrete trucks pumping concrete into this where they took down the East Wing. I don't know if y'all know how much concrete that is. Y'all can figure it out. It's one of those big concrete trucks, not your run-of-the-mill ones, but the bigger ones and everything. But they're going to have 18 hours, continuously 18 hours of trucks bringing concrete in to do whatever they're doing with this thing underneath the East Wing. And it's not only that, but they also talked about it's basically going to be hardwired to resist pretty much anything else going on. Whatever they got going on, a data center or whatever it is. Trump's operating outside of what the deep state and the deep dark state does and everything like that, and he's kind of taking his own wing. He is making moves, guys, whether y'all want to believe it or not, that he will not leave office voluntarily. And I do believe it's coming down to that. And remember the other day, guys, I kind of showed some scenes from the movie Civil War and from the TV show Designated Survivor. And guys, that's where we're going to right now here in the United States. It won't be a takeover like we were seeing in other countries and everything like that to the digital ID and everything like that, because the United States people, guys, we got too many guns to easily go quietly into the night, as that one poem says. So the only way they could really take us apart really is to have us destroy ourselves from within. And the only way to do that, guys, is to have us to go to war with each other or go to war against the country. And like they did in the Civil War, this will divide the country not only between North and South, but race, religion, ethnic origins, and all this other stuff, guys, like that. And it'd be a civil war to end all civil wars, as they might say. And that's where we're going, and that's what they want. That right there. It's not so much about immigration or bringing these people in, guys. Remember, at the end result by 2050, might even be moved up to 2030. But by 2050, they want to reduce the population down to 500 million people. And that's a kind of a low number considering there's around 8.5 billion people on the planet Earth right now. And another fun fact that we want to add into this while we're talking about how many people they're going to reduce down to the 500 million. Did y'all know there's like 480 million Caucasian people on planet Earth right now? It's kind of startling how these numbers work out when they're talking about the limitation of the population of the planet Earth and what may or may not happen in the coming days and years. Something to keep in the back of your mind about these things like that. It's all rolling out, guys, and that's just the way it is, you know. And like I said last night, I don't know if y'all caught that short or not, is that the UK has stopped sending, sharing information, intelligence information with the United States. And on the steps of that, this today, 3 other countries has announced that they are stopped sharing intelligence information with the United States. And in the recent months, guys, we're starting to see more and more people pull away from the United States, not only in the economic field, but politically, socially, and now strategically. The United States is getting separated out by itself. What's up, Steve-O?
I had to get out and come back in
Oh, did you?
because I had a wheel. So
Uh-oh.
yeah. So I just see Dean talking and Steve-O. Hi, Steve-O. Welcome. Okay.
So, these things right here, guys, stay in my mind. I don't know why I hang on to these little facts, but they do. And this is where we're going with everything, guys. If you look at everything going on around the world, and strife and troubles going on, and you'll kind of see the picture that I'm painting here is what they're pointing out to us. We are not going to go, the United States will not go easily into the digital ID thing like a lot of other places have. We'll have to forced into it. There you go, man. I'm keeping my nose clean too, man. I kind of have to anymore. They put a stopper on my activities, running around acting crazy. So, and guys, people watch on Trump and everything, guys. Y'all remember, I mentioned this a while back, several months ago, that Trump started this sovereignty fund for the United States. A sovereignty fund, like for a king or a supreme ruler over a country. They have a sovereignty fund that they live on, that they live with, and everything like that. And Trump wanted to start creating this for the sovereignty fund, is what he called it. Now, the funny fact on this is that even though we're basically, the United States is basically broke, guys, and the only thing we're living on is these tariffs that they keep bringing in, all these extra money they keep bringing in from all this importing and exporting and stuff, all that and everything like that. Now, we're bringing in a record bunch of money, guys. In fact, more so than we ever have in the recent history of the United States. We're bringing in a lot more money to the Treasury Department. But yet, at the same time, since Trump came into office, now this is just last month, I checked this, the United States has already increased its debt by $10 trillion. And it's kind of funny that, they're telling us that they're bringing all this money in and the government's running fine and all the money's going around. They got $10 trillion more debt than when he started. And usually they only rise up maybe $8 trillion within a whole presidency. So it's kind of startling. But yet now we don't have the money to fund the government. But yet we're bringing in record money for the government and now we don't have the money. How odd how these things kind of work out. So, guys, I'm afraid one thing's coming out of this recent shutdown, even though they might bring it back from here till January. Remember, guys, I told you that December 29th is going to be a pivotal point in what's going down in the United States and around the world. But they're going to fund everything up till January. Now, that might coincide with December 29th also, when I think things are going to go to hell in a handbasket. Where was I going?
Yeah, on handbasket.
Government's going to shut the guys. What Trump's doing, guys, if you haven't noticed this, I mentioned the other day about the non-Veterans Day parades and acknowledgement of veterans on Veterans Day throughout the United States. Several places canceled veterans parades and celebrations and everything like that all over the United States, guys. They said because of the shutdown of the federal government. And so I called that out, man. I called that out as much bull stuff, bull crap. So what I'm seeing, guys, is that Trump is letting the government, both the Republicans and the Democrats, the Senate and the House, showing how petty and disillusioned they are about what there's worth and everything like that. So the people, the populace of the United States, is looking at these petty ass SOBs and saying we don't want them anymore. All right. Trump is forcing a dissolvement of the U.S. government, forcing so because he can't sidestep the Constitution. So what he has to do is force the people to form a new union and sidestep the Constitution, do away with the Constitution on themselves, and bring in another one. So if you start seeing the steps Trump has been doing with this new East Wing thing and everything, making it to a hardened position, and the idea that he wants to be king, you kind of see what I'm looking at here and everything like that. A lot of these people hollering about no King's Day, they don't really understand what they're saying. Beep, beep.
Beep, beep.
Crown number 3. Number 2. What is the crown?
What is the crown?
Number 1
about?
fans.
I don't know.
Top fans, I guess.
Oh, they're your fans.
Yes, I got a thing up there that says top fans.
Oh, yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes, you do.
Oh, cool. I'm noticing new stuff, guys, so I'm just as surprised. On my screen, I see these crowns next to y'all's names, saying number 1, number 2, and number 3. And then at the top of my chat thing, it says top fans, and it has little crowns there.
I sent you a heart.
Oh, I have your heart. You get 25 points for posting a chat?
Really?
What? Things have changed. I didn't know you get points. Damn, I done lost my train of thought again. What? Man, we got some really good stuff here. I'm just,
Being ignorant.
some of it is 30% THC, so it's kind of enlightening. Anyway, back to Trump. Anyway, he's taking steps, guys, to secure himself in office. It is written in the Constitution that he cannot serve more than 2 terms in office, and that's it. So he has to sidestep the Constitution in the sense he's actually kind of bound to obey the Constitution. Then the only way he could do this is actually not make an amendment, but do away with the Constitution and reform a new perfect union, as they might say. We are going there, no doubt about it, guys, anyway. And the old Democratic Party is over with, and what's being replaced with it is a socialist Democratic Party, with the steps of this guy that got elected in New York, and AOC, and a few others like this, guys. We're going to see a major change in the demographics, or what the basics built of the Congress now. It's going to be more of a socialistic party. And the youth of this today, guys, are going to accept it. It's going to make it easy for them. They'll act that everybody's making decisions for them. They don't have to think. They don't have to carry IDs around with them because it's already there, built in. They just have to get their arms scanned. And so anyway, that's another story for another time. They add up to the crowns. Cool.
I got no crowns.
I don't know why. You're number 5. You got 50 points.
I got what?
You got 50.
It don't show me nothing.
Well,
Show you something. I got 0. I got no crowns. That's fine.
Oh yeah, another thing, guys. Now I was talking about dissolving, about the Union. Another symbol of the Union is the big White House up there in D.C., right? You know, that's very symbolic of the United States of America. And so while they're doing this construction, beating and banging around, digging everything, mark my word, they've already talked about there might be some kind of damage done to the connector between the East Wing and the White House. Mark my word, they might find some damage done to the foundation of the White House, and a possibility that it might have to be rebuilt. Mark my word, I'm calling this out right now. Somewhere between now and the next 3¼ years, there might be something wrong with the White House, and it had to be torn down and rebuilt. And of course, it won't be built back the same way. Again, a sign that the old Union, the U.S. of A., is going to go away. Stoned. So
anybody getting the wheel other than me? I keep getting stuck.
I don't know.
Okay.
Anybody else getting the death wheel while this is going on? When you figure out that life eats life, and it's pretty much a soul trap, then what do? Well, you don't give up. You just keep looking, keep waiting, I guess. Is that what you do? Keep looking and keep waiting.
Keep waiting.
Dean ain't getting no death wheel.
Okay, everybody, just me.
Just you.
Just me. I got no crowns and I get the death roll. Good night.
You got crown? No, that's
not
Dean.
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe so. Well, it's been redesigned a couple, 3 times. We was looking into the history the other day about the White House, and it's been gutted a couple of times. Recently, as I think it was in the turn of the century, just after the turn of the century, they gutted the damn thing and rebuilt it from the ground up. And they've been tumbling underneath of it for quite a while. Yeah. Guys, I do see Trump turning this into the kingdom of Trump, and I do see him seizing control of the land from North America, which includes Canada, all the way down to the tip of South America, which includes Venezuela, Colombia, etc., and all the way north. If you notice the moves of people that he's talking to and forcing into things, pushing into things, that is exactly what he's got going on. No, they don't like the truth. That's for damn sure, Steve-O. But, guys, I see this happening. And the thing is, if he don't do it, somebody else is going to. Let's put it that way. Speaking of they, it's a little gossip news and everything. But have y'all heard the latest about the former Prince Andrew? They're getting ready to bring him up on charges. Serious charges, and it looks like he's going to go to prison for the rest of his life. So that's kind of cool things, and it's all connected to this things coming out. And of course, our Mr. T's name is been brought up more and more because of this. Did y'all know about this Ozempic, or whatever it is, these weight loss drugs that they talk about? People can stick into them and it helps them control the weight, lose weight, stuff like that. Well, there's a lot of other stuff that it can help with. So I don't know if y'all heard all that and everything like that. It can help control errant behaviors like addictions and stuff like that. They're coming out and saying that it does well with behavior control in addictive personalities. And that means like gambling, drug addiction, alcoholism, other addictions like this, that they can be used to control these behaviors. And in fact, they showed some people that talked about it that since they started taking this weight control drug, one of the others, that they have no desire to drink anymore. It's taken all that desire away from them. Even some people reported the lessening of the desire to use drugs. So, wow. So then Trump go ahead shortly after hearing about this, cigarettes too. Yes, sir, cigarettes too. All these behaviors, they have a lessening desire to even continue with that. So, well, after that came out, Trump come out and said that he got the drug companies to lower the price on these weight loss drugs for people on Medicare and Medicaid and stuff like that to get them a lot cheaper, if not free. Right after they announced that this stuff, kind of secretly announced that this stuff does this thing to controls behavior patterns, addictions, and things like this. Excuse me. So it's kind of a thing that really stands out quite a bit. Be careful what these medications are coming out with, guys. I know some people need them more than others and everything, but you know, there are side effects for everything that you put into you, especially if they're pharmaceuticals. That's what I'm talking about. The sun, yeah. The other day, I got it in my mind to check out to see what's going on with the sun, what happens between the sun and everything like that. Yes, more or less. I do believe it's got these nanotechnology. That's another phone. I'm sorry, guys, to back up here. In 2017, guys, I was on here on one of my other channels. This is my fourth one. One of my other channels previously before, talking about these nanobots that they're sticking into people. And they was going to put them into us no matter what. They was going to spring them into there, put them in our feed, etc., like that. There would be no escaping from these nanobots. In fact, they said that if you picked up your remote control or anything else made out of plastic or some other manufactured material, you would actually absorb these nanoparticles and these nanobots into your body. And because you use their products, you are voluntarily accepting these nanobots. And I told people then that they can program these nanobots to create structures and obey commands from them. They have little positive, negative connectors or post on there or whatever. And that they can use these things. And people seen videos of these things and everything like that. And now the public is starting to talk about it, guys. More and more people's talking about how these things can do these things and everything in the human body. But my point is, guys, in 2017, 2018, when I was really on the basket about this, people said I was stupid. They thought I was crazy, that there's no such thing as this, that it was impossible. There's no way to happen. Now, you can't go on some of these truther medias and everything without talking about these nanobots carrying on inside the body, building structures and everything like that, crossing barriers to brain, blood-brain barriers and things like that with these nanobots. And I was telling people about this 2017, 2018, guys, and it really kind of, sticks out, guys, that, I was fucking right. Okay, and I'm bragging on my damn self. But I was right about this stuff then, and I've been right about a lot of the stuff that I talk about. But of course, that's that.
I keep getting the will. Death, Dean just got the death.
Got a circle of death just then. It could be, guys, because they don't like me talking about certain subjects. I've had this happen before. But anyway, back to about the sun. I got interested in what's going on inside the sun, guys. What makes the sun do what it does, send out this big plasma ball and shoots things all over the place and everything like that. And then it got really interesting, and it really got kind of hard for get artificial intelligence to track down to it and everything like that. But actually, the center of the sun, the actual sun itself, the physical part of the sun, is quite a bit smaller than what they lead us to believe. It actually is. It's very dense because of the particles in there. And actually, what goes on there is actually fusion. Okay? And it got me to thinking about this fusion and everything, and I kind of asked a question about it and compared it to the Big Bang Theory, or the creation theory, whichever you want to talk about. And I started investigating about it, looking into it, and guys, evidently the scientists, the great minds of the universe, the ones we know about and everything, of the earth and everything, says basically what's going on inside the sun is what started the whole damn thing to begin with. How amazing is that? I mean, I was kind of blown away by this and everything, but actually, pretty much close to the same process that's going on inside of our sun is actually what started the whole damn thing. And that was kind of blown away. So what's to imagine, not to say that our sun is not carrying out the same thing on a much smaller scale, creating new worlds as these big explosions happen off of it, these CMEs and things like that. And what if it's not really actually another smaller scale model of the Big Bang Theory, the Big Bang that created everything else? It's interesting and everything, and that's when I started investigating into it and talking to AI about different ideas about this and stuff. And all of a sudden it stopped and come up to ask me, said, where did you get this idea at? How do you come to this thought process and everything? Which is not what AI does. They don't stop in the middle of talking to you and say, what gave you this idea? And it kind of blew me away there also on that. That actually, my whole thing about this was, guys, was that there is a relation between the magnetic energy that Earth creates by the little spinning iron and nickel ball that's on in the middle, and to the reactions that's going on the sun, the explosions, the actual burning of the plasma, what creates that burning and everything like that. And I was coming to a point where there is a connection between Earth magnetism, Earth electrical energy, and the sun, and the creation of the explosion, or the starting of the explosions, or energy taken needed to create this explosions going on in the middle of the sun. And that's when AI come up and said, where'd you get this idea? How'd you come to this thought process? And the conversation ended. So I kind of think maybe I stumbled on something kind of in a way that really we need to look more into about the actual real relationship between Earth and the sun. In fact, guys, I went ahead and checked all the other planets that's in our solar system, and no other planet in our solar system has the magnetic core created like the Earth. In fact, we had the strongest magnetic core, or magnetosphere, I'm sorry guys, magnetosphere of any other planet in the system. Dig that, guys. We've got planets 10 times bigger than us, but yet our magnetosphere is stronger than any other. And we're the third planet from the sun. So we got a connection, guys, here. There's a connection here. And then AI kind of pulled out of this and shut down the conversation as I was working towards this point right here. So there, I do believe there is a connection there. She got cookies. So I do believe there is a strong connection to what my pathway I was going down about this connection between the electrical field of Earth and the activity, the solar, the explosions or the burning of gases on the sun. They tried to tell me that the burning or the exploding of the gases on the sun is because of the pressure that's created from the density and everything like that. But then again, these are gas particles, guys. These are helium and hydrogen gas. So that density kind of blows it out of proportion. And in fact, if these explosions are going on, as they said, with these hydrogen and helium particles colliding together and causing an explosion, well, the whole fucking thing would blow up all at one time, right? So we do have a relation between the electrical field of Earth and the connection to the burning of plasma, etc., whatever, on the sun. Think about it, guys. Y'all can look into it too if you want to and everything, but I do believe that kind of shows a connection.
Okay.
Got just a circle of death.
Yeah, I know I lost.
I've got that covered. I had a lot of other stuff written down here, guys. Everything. Did y'all watch a White House thing the other day with the Trump and the drug manufacturers, drug company people? And the guy passed out while he was talking there, and his name was Gordon. Well, I don't know who this Gordon guy was. It's kind of odd that he wilted like that, but they said the heat was kind of high, etc., and it's been a long day, so he kind of wilted under. But what I noticed oddly, though, is that Kennedy looked at him at the corner of his eye while this was going on, then took a quick exit stage left or stage right to get out of the area of whatever went down. He booked real as soon as the guy started falling. So I found that kind of an odd behavior from somebody that's supposed to be out there talking about our health concerns and stuff like that. Odd behavior is going on up there in D.C., guys, between these people, and that's one of them right there we need to keep an eye on, is Kennedy. What does he know that he's not telling us, even though he has told us a lot? just things I got going on, everything I think about, guys. There's a lot more stuff. I wish I wrote down more. Ann and I has quite a bit of conversations going on, and I wish I could record them. Some
No,
of
you
them,
don't.
some of them.
No, you don't.
But we do really get into some deep conversations about stuff, and she really helps me come up with ideas, or it keeps my thoughts going on certain areas and like that. So to jump to another area, like I always do, I've become really interested in the 1800s and everything, and what was going on pre-Civil War and post-Civil War up until the turning of the century. Hey, Tom. Yeah, he's a slickster. You gotta watch him. What's up, Tom? So, and guys, there's a lot of correlation between what happened during the Civil War or pre-Civil War till the turn of the century. One of the things I found interesting, guys, is if we kind of look at things right now in a real perspective, that at this current day, right now, this day in history, whatever it is, October or November 12th, that 2025, that the Wild Wild West, where they're hanging people, scalping people, and shooting because they snored in the bunkhouse, that was only 150 years ago, guys. Only 150 years ago was this stuff going on in the United States, across America. It's shooting each other in the middle of nothing, for the heck of it. Snoring because they wanted to take a bath, or they wanted to be the first one with the saloon lady. Things like this, guys. And they ask us to be non-barbaric, but yet our roots, our basic roots of who we are, what we are, came from those days where they created and carved out a pathway across the West for us to live in today. That was only 150 years ago. In fact, guys, the turn of the century, 1901, was 125 years ago. Look how far we have come, not only in the United States, but across the world, how far we have come from those days. Well, killing your neighbor just because he was in your way was justified. Something to think about, guys. How far have we come in that 150 years? But anyway, in 1801, guys, there was a started movement going on in the United States, moving west. It was very strong and everything like that. And it coincides a lot with the Tartarian stuff. In fact, the Carantine event, which some people say was a planned event, and there's evidence that points to this, that it was a planned event, a Carantine event, which is I think the G scale, whatever it was, or what they rated it was 45. But anyway, it was planned because it erased out all electrical currents around the world. Now, in the United States, the only thing we had to worry about too much was telegraphs and a few electrical things around here and there on the East Coast. But otherwise, we didn't have anything. But in Tartaria, which y'all know is a line between what's the normal, what we see and everything in North 33rd parallel northward, was more advanced. We've seen evidence of this, that Tartaria is more advanced than what the rest of the world, the barbarian world, was. So the event, the Carantine event of 1801, was used to help erase the Tartarian age. And from that point forward, guys, we've seen advancements in the West, not only in the United States, but other countries too, advancements into what they call desolate areas and a reclamation by other civilizations. We talk about Tartarian erasure that happened worldwide. The Great Wall of China is another one where they erased a culture, a territory, a people during this 100 years between 1801 and 1900, when Tesla was talking about these super energy weapons and inventions and everything. So, who, Belmont? A German sent by Rothschild. Yeah. Yes, our roots were made in rebellion, but this rebellion was put forth by the conquering of the Western world of the United States to bury and to erase the Tartarian age. It started in 1801 here in the United States. 1801 was the New Madrid fault line.
1811.
1811, and the Carrington event 1801, guys. So this was the beginning of the erasure of Tartaria in the United States. From there they moved west, and the populace didn't move until after the raiders and the killers and everything else went through there, killed all the buffalo, as they call it, and got rid of the giants, perhaps, in the area, and made it on through out there so other people could come in the process. They hired shooters and killers from all over the world to come help settlers move west. We are in the Satan's little year, the 100 or 1,000 years of Satan's little year.
Hi, Grace. Welcome.
Welcome, Grace. How you doing? We stay busy. We got a lot to do and everything. We finally got the house buttoned up for the winter, so we got a little bit more leisure time on us. But we keep busy, guys. We try to stay going. There's always something to do, and it's good to be outside and taking in nature and feeling the earth. And so we try to do that as much as we can. And it's really great to do that. So
now it's getting darker.
Now it's getting dark and early, so we're gonna get on each other's nerves anymore. So we've got to be more creative what we're doing now. I'm glad y'all showing up. Y'all just come on and step on in and say hi and everything like that. Let me know you're here. But guys, the Tartarian era started in the United States, started with the Carrington event, the New Madrid fault line, the earthquake, which is actually now, if you think about it, guys, both these events together, 10 years apart, was part of the erasure of the Tartarian age. That lasted for about 100 years in the United States or in the continent of America. Look at the events like this. So during that time, we had the War of 1812 with the British again. We had some skirmishes going on with Mexico, and we had the Civil War, guys. And all this is going on, guys. They kept pushing further and further west. And after the Civil War, they kept going and everything. Places, how you doing? So right there, got evidence right there that this is what they come to the United States.
Welcome.
Huh?
I said, hi, Places. Welcome.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Talk right over you.
So, in the beginning, guys, when they first came here, it wasn't actually to settle away from persecution and all that stuff like they tried to tell us in the history books. It was to try to start conquering and taking over an area and erasing Tartaria in a new world or a new area. It wasn't what all they told us. They was getting rid of the Tartarian civilization because a new world order had started to take place. And talking about new world order, guys, 3 times in the Bible, maybe 4 times in the Bible, it talks about a new world or new order or a new world order. In fact, it's been talked about several times throughout history that a new world order was coming about, and we're kind of looking at one now, right now. Oh.
Yeah. So I'm on both.
Okay.
The phone and that because I keep getting the wheel. Okay.
Oh no, I forgot where I was at.
Someone help.
Anyway, the Tartaria stuff, guys, as when it really began is the late 1700s, 1800s, beginning of the 1800s, and lasted through about 100 years into 1900. And if you look at the facts of all the stuff that went down there, everything like that during this time, you would see that this kind of indicates that it was an erasure. So speaking of New World Order, I'm sorry guys, I got lost. But 4 times at least in the Bible and several other times throughout history, they have talked about a new world, a new order. In fact, anytime there's a society or religious takeover or change fundamental beliefs in society, they consider that a new world or a new order and everything like that. So that has happened over and over again. But the funny thing about this is, and I like using that word, the funny thing about it is that each and every time they have come up with this new world order, a new way and all this stuff like they've been talking about recently in the last few years, it will last for a few years. It don't last very long, guys, but eventually it comes an uprising from the people persecuted and ground down and put under the thumb and ground to their nothingness. There's an uprising between these people, and it tends to go ahead and overthrow their reigning monarchy or their rulers or whatever like that. And it's been commonly referred to as the Seven Nation Army, which is one of the things I keep talking about here and everything. I keep posting this about the Seven Nation Army. It's very symbolic that in history, after the overthrowers or the old rulers overstepped the boundaries of what they should be doing, 7 nations come together and overthrow these global leaders and set things to rights again. This happened over and over again so many times, guys. It's throughout the history that Seven Nation Army, which is a song by White Stripes, is a true story about the overthrowing a bunch of overthrowers, overseers, warlords, and things like that. So, the idea of the Seven Nation Army is actually, guys, about battling back against rulers and things like that, and trying to set the people free. And I think that's something we could always keep in mind, bear in mind about what's going on here, because eventually, it may not be us, it may not be the people that come after this, but eventually, the population will come up and say enough is enough, and put a stop to it. Speaking of the Statue of Liberty and Satan and everything like that, if y'all haven't really kind of noticed and everything like that, one of the things I said a long time ago, several years back, guys, is that the crest of the royal family, of Queen Elizabeth's royal family, showed a dragon on one side of the shield and a unicorn on the other, and the unicorn was chained to a rock. And I said that is interpreted as magic being chained, magic being harnessed and kept from the people of the world, and everything like that. And I said the only way to do that is to break that chain and release that unicorn back into the world. And if you haven't noticed, guys, if you haven't really noticed that, ever since the death of the Queen, weird shit has been going on around the world. Not only on the planet, but above the planet. A lot of weird phenomena. I don't call it demonic, but a lot of weird stuff's been going on, spiritual or otherwise, been going on since the death of the Queen, since the unicorn was unchained. And if you kind of look at it that way, kind of keep that in mind looking at things, guys, you might see that that is the same things going on. I think Satan's little year began almost 1,000 years ago now. We're coming to the end of Satan's little year, somewhere in the near future. May not be next year, but I do believe it's coming to an end of it. Because things are going to get a little bit more rough before it gets a little bit better. I guess World War I too also was part of that erasure of the Tartarian stuff. We are getting to the end of Satan's reign. You're daggone right we are. I'm looking at my notes, guys. Oh, guys, here's what blows my mind. Speaking of historical things and everything, is you know, we started creating electricity with hydroelectric, basically with water wheels, about 1850. Again, this is in the middle of the Tartaria era erasure in the United States. Around 1850 or so, they was using water wheels to create electricity here in the United States. And of course, from there, guys, we advanced into where they use steam turbines to create electricity, or water turbines to create electricity, but the most popular is the steam turbine. And they use coal, natural gas, nuclear power, and all things like this, guys, to create steam power to create to turn these turbines. And guys, if you know, I'm always kind of a practical guy looking at things and everything like that. And I look at all these hydroelectric dams, all these nuclear power plants, and other things like this coal-fired power plants in the United States, guys, and about how much electricity they're supposed to be supplying and how much electricity the United States needs all the time, and it don't add up, guys. It really don't. But the thing about this is, guys, is that we have been creating electricity, the same way for over 150 years. We had been using internal combustion engines, gasoline and diesel powered engines, the same way, basically the same way, for 150 years. But yet, we can send people into outer space, send them to the moon, and now to Mars. We can send satellites that float up around over the United States for years upon years. But yet, we had to rely on technology that is over 150 years old to deliver energy to our homes, to our automobiles. Y'all kind of getting my point there? I mean, we got microprocessors that fits on the very tip of your finger, as small as a pencil lead. But yet, we're still creating electricity the same way. We're still using the internal combustion engine the same way. So there is a problem here, guys. There's something missing in this whole scenario thing right here about what's going on, even though we have these great advances in everything the frick else, but yet we're left still in the 1800s, the mid-1800s on everything else as far as energy, electricity. And the thing about creating electricity, guys, is with all these hydroelectric dams, all these steam-powered plants, nuclear power plants, I don't think they are making enough electricity to power the United States with power. What they talk about we need, especially for these data centers and everything like that. I do believe that they are harnessing the electrical current, the natural current, the magnetic current, the DC current that Earth naturally emits. They're using these things as a cover story, but yet that's how they're actually doing it. It's harnessing Earth's natural energy to power our homes and our world right now. Not hydroelectric, not steam power, not coal power or nuclear power. Who got up to it?
And Paul is upset because of all the lies, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're all upset, but we can't let that.
Yeah, no.
Don't let it upset us and be angry and just.
The powerful want to stay in control.
Yeah.
And these people that run the world think they know what's best for everybody else. And I think they lose sight of that, what they're actually supposed to be doing. As far as people watching over us, giving us controls and limits and everything like that, guys, here's the honest truth. And I want you to deep think about this point, this statement right here. Humans, as a whole, not individually and everything like that, humans are like a bunch of 5-year-olds with a grenade and the pin's about ready to pull out. That's humans, guys. We're about as fucked up and undisciplined as a 5-year-old, as a whole, not individually. I'm going to point my fingers out to anybody in particular, but as a whole, we're a bunch of children. We need to be supervised. We need to be controlled, and we need to be put in our place. Now, the people that's running everything think they know what's good for us, and they put these limits on us and everything like that, but yet, at the same time, you got to understand, guys, we can't be left running around with a fork and electrical outlet left unwatched, okay? Because we'll fuck up. Guys, face it. Humans will fuck up a rock. Look what we've already done. So we need limits. We need people controlling us, setting limits on us. Like I say, guys, we just got the grenade in one hand and pin on the other finger, ready to pull it and let it go at any moment. And that's the human fucking population in a nutshell. Whether we like it or not, we need watching. Where's my joint?
Yeah. About to give it to you. Here you go.
Now, we all think we know what's best for us individually, but, we can't go by that. We all have to think what's best for all. Which brings me to another point, guys. I'm sorry being on this thing like that. I was watching the movie the other day, and they mentioned something that kind of stuck appointed us. One ain't a lot of another. You know, guys, they tell us that we have to be a better you. They tell us to work on ourselves and do what feels good, what brings you happy, makes you happy, and everything like that. You know, have you seen the self-help books and all these videos and these movies and everything telling you about being a better you, how you can be better? Even the exercise and all that stuff like that is making a building a better you and everything like that. And that has become a problem, guys, because while we've been focused on making ourselves better, well, that's all good and everything like that, but we lost the focus or the idea of what's good for the whole, what's good for everybody in that situation. We lost focus what's good for the community or our family or our church or our town. We've been focused on what's best for us. And that's the way it's been built up for us and everything for so many years. We've been told, directed, instructed to focus on the real you, the inner you, and to work on that and make you a better you. And therefore you can make your world a better place. And you know, it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked. We need to stop focusing on what makes us a better me or better you, whatever. We need to start focusing on what makes the better community. Hi, Kaylin. You think the planet controls the mass consciousness? Well, you gotta love yourself before you can love your neighbor, as they say, and that's true too also. But at the same time, guys, we got to focus on a better community, not on just a better self. And we've lost sight on that so much and everything. But we've been focusing on ourselves. And I'm not saying it's big bad. I mean, that it's wrong and everything like that. Don't get me out of whack on that. But the idea is we lost focus of what makes a better you is a better home, a better community, a better neighbor, a better church, and a better politician and government. It starts with making your surrounding, your world a better place. Not just with you, but with everything else around you. I'm ready to talk.
How long have you been?
I don't know. So anyway, guys, what have y'all got going on? What kind of stuff have y'all been seeing and things like that? We've got the aurora going on. Depending on where you live at, where it's going to be, and the 42nd parallel, 43rd parallel, something like that, northward, you'll see that what am I thinking of?
The comet?
Not the comet, the
Northern Lights?
Northern Lights overhead. And if you're south of the 42nd parallel, you'll see it at the horizon. Well, God does say help though you help. You know, He helps those that help themselves, but also you got to help your community too. It's a whole system, guys. It's a whole system and everything like that. Y'all know we got 6 sunspots facing Earth right now. Oklahoma, Redmond in Oklahoma. Wow. We're going to stay up later something one of these days. I'd like to see some of these.
Set the clock it up on 12.
Hey guys, if y'all get out and take some pictures, I wouldn't mind seeing them. Everything. If y'all up at night and y'all see this aurora, this northern lights and everything like that, please take pictures of them. I would like. Yeah, I'm on Facebook. If y'all want to look me up, I don't know what my link is right now, but y'all can look me up on Facebook. Donald Durrell on Facebook, and y'all can post pictures and send them to me. You can send them. I guess you can post them here too. In the chat, there are links to them.
Let me go see if I can send a link. Since I don't
we've had 5 CMEs, or not, maybe not CMEs,
Share
but that's,
profile,
you know.
right?
Hmm?
Share copy link to your
Yeah,
profile,
yeah,
right?
copy link.
Let's see if I can do it here.
Yeah, we are definitely under solar warning. But guys, I want to tell you this. This is a level 5 solar flare, right? So it's okay, cool. Well,
There you go. There's
but
your Facebook page.
and it's not that bad as what they're trying to blow it out of proportion to be. It can be detrimental to communications and electrical feed, but it will not take down the grid. So they're kind of blowing this out, guys. There's a lot of fear mongering going on with the news and the social media platforms, guys. They're really trying to push this fear shit on everybody, and it's total crap. It's total bull crap, guys. Well, there's a lot of channels on there, and one of them that's been around, his name starts with an M, and it has an ooh at the name of it. He sells fear like crazy, man. Thank you, my darling.
Let's see.
Where'd it go?
Where'd it go? Where'd what go?
I don't see it.
Well, see, I don't have. Okay, I might
Oh,
not be able to.
you can't
post.
do it, okay.
I can't do it without a blue dress.
We're not doing this again.
Yeah. Yeah. So you would to do that, I would need to. Be
Okay, let me go do that real quick. Let me find it
then
here. Let me click on
take
it.
me off.
Okay.
And then
There you go.
all right. Did I post something?
Wait a minute.
Did it come through? Do I have to post it
You
again?
know you have to do it.
I have to post it again?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so let's do this.
Yeah, she's gonna give me my Facebook post and everything. We both of us sort of have the link together, so you can find her on mine, and everything like that. She has some really nice stuff and everything,
Okay,
and some crazy stuff.
and some crazy stuff. There we go.
So if y'all want to, you can drop pictures there and everything like that on my Facebook page for me, if you want to. That'd be really cool. There it is.
Alright.
Cool beans.
Okay, alright. Now I put mine up there. Give me a second. If they want to come see me.
She's turning blue.
I turned blue, yes. It's cold.
Dean said, stop holding your breath.
Ah.
How cool is that?
Find me. And then
Yeah. He does a lot of fear mongering, and he's really ill-informed in a lot of things that he says. A lot of misguided speculation on his part, and unfortunately, nobody calls him out on it. I don't try to stir up too much stuff, guys. I stir up enough trouble as it is on other channels. So, and there's Anna.
okay.
She's Flower Child on Facebook, FLRCHLD.
Let's see if that takes me there. Let's see if that takes me to you.
What?
I'm going to hit your link and see if it takes me to you.
Okay, this should.
Not really. Not really.
Huh?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Oh.
So, what's new with everybody?
Well, it should work. Does the links work?
Yeah, because mine's
I think
not.
Places got it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Alright. And your Places on Facebook? Alright, she's Places on Facebook?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what she said. I read it.
Okay, cool.
Well, I can't get to it. Alright, they did it. I can't. That's fine. Alright.
$69 minutes ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Go back now. Okay, cool. I go through the day, guys. I wish I kept a notepad with me all the time and able to write down all the intruding thoughts I have about stuff. But I do research quite a few things and everything, guys, and come up with quite a few things that really makes you change your perspective on stuff and everything like that. And I do have a little bit extra time now that I'm retired and everything like that. But I used to do this, guys. I used to really deep dive into stuff like this, and I'm really getting back into it. But I gotta say right now that as far as my stuff on Facebook, I've been getting kind of temperamental. They've been getting temperamental, or I've been interfered with my post on Facebook and stuff like that. You didn't eat today. Oh my gosh.
Hey, go eat, Paula.
Yeah. Please take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know if, guys, I said this the other day, they're going to stop food stamps. And they're going to start pretty much a lot of other government assistance programs and everything. That's going to go away. And this is all part of trying to force people to lose faith in their government, our government right now. As you know, the government sentiment right now is really a very low point in our history of the United States. It's very low. The faith and everything like that, and the belief in our government is very low. So all they need is a little more pushing right now, as it is, guys, a little more disillusionment about our government, what they can and can't do for us, what they're willing to do for the people, and the exposure of these tyrants and these people using humans to make profit off of, and all this other stuff about with these politicians. As more and more of this gets exposed, as more and more people sees this, they're going to become more and more disillusioned and untrustful in the government. And that's going to be another helping hand, another stone thrown at the wall of overthrowing the U.S. government and reforming a new republic or new government over the USA or over the Americas. So the more and more they push. Now this is coming from both left and right, guys. No, it's Donald Durrell. As more and more they push, both sides are doing this. I see one side going towards a king type leader, the guy with the golden hair, and the other side going towards a more communist or socialist structure government, more so than what we already see. Depends on which the side of the coin you're looking at. But we do see a division, strong division going on in the government. Thanks, sweetie. And it's coming out to this, that we have a king, or we might have a socialist / communist government coming up here in the near future. And you got to keep in mind, guys, that our opinions on this is not for us, for those our age group, a lot of our age groups and everything. It's not for us. These are for the people that's coming up, the ones that's in school, the grade school and middle school, and the high school students. This new government is being formed, being founded right now through the school systems and everything like that, with the children that's growing, coming of age in a few years. They're the ones that's going to be accepting of this new government, this new form of rule, this new form of control, because that's what they was born into. That's what they've known from birth, is this new system. Hey Gary, what's up? So, as we see more and more of this rollout and everything like that, guys, it's not for the people of a certain age group, but it's for the new demographics that's coming up through the school systems now, the new people coming into the world now, that they will be completely accepting of this new order without really having to fire a single shot or do anything to anybody else. And that's the way you do it, guys. If you want to change the society, you start at the basic elements of it, which is the children. And you start forming their ideas, forming their dependence, forming their where they go, how they think at a very young age, and therefore you change society without having to fire a single shot or do any real major pushing on things. And if you think about it, guys, that's what we're seeing. And if you really know about it, guys, this is real. That's a good idea, ideological subversion. This is basically the Communist Manifesto, if you think about it, guys. Can't start it once you don't realize it. You got that, close that right there.
I should be.
You're fine. What you guys, y'all give me y'all's thoughts on some of these subjects. Oh,
Oh,
it's spill proof.
yes it is.
Yeah. Y'all give me y'all's thoughts on some of this stuff and everything like that. What you're seeing in your neighborhoods, around your neck of the woods, what you see, what's going on with your local government and everything like that. I noticed one thing. We live outside of Pittsburgh, and we're noticing that downtown Pittsburgh, the center of town, actually, in the actual town of Pittsburgh, is getting transferred slowly into a 15-minute city. And they're not really coming out and saying it, guys, but we're seeing the development of this, the internal workings, the one-way streets and no cars, bicycle-only areas in inner city and everything like that, and it's becoming a 15-minute city. But one of the things, guys, I've said a long time ago when I started in discussion about independent people getting off grid and everything like that, that back long time ago, the indigenous peoples of each community, each world and everything, every society and everything, they lived in a 15-minute city. We had several small villages and communities all over the place, all over the world, guys. And if you really think about it, they was like a 15-minute city. Take care, Tom. You gotta go. Take care. So, historically, we've had 15-minute cities throughout everywhere, throughout our time and everything like that. We just didn't ever have the technology or the technology that we have now that was in those times and everything like that. But Indians, the Native Americans here in the United States, guys, they was a 15-minute city. Medieval England, 15-minute cities. Germany, 15 minutes. Arabia, Persia, 15-minute cities. Y'all think about this for a minute, guys. We've always been a 15-minute city until the new 20th century, when we started developing these the 18th and 19th, 20th century, when we started building these big, massive cities, these urban sprawls all over the place and everything like that. But before that, guys, we had like 15-minute cities. I never did realize that, guys. We had been living before our roots, our basic roots. Our forefathers, not too far distant from us, lived in 15-minute cities or 15-minute communities. And that's what they're telling us to go back to now. Of course, it's going to be under control and digital and LED lighting and everything like that. But yeah, we've always been a society of 15-minute cities or even less. Small, isolated communities that took care of themselves. They was autonomous, independent of any outside influence, except for a small amounts of trade. And is that not what they're telling us a 15-minute city is? Be an autonomous city, isolated from outside influence except for trade. Cars and modern technology brought us into this urban sprawl and spread us across the world and everything. And you're right about that. The metal age, all that industrial age brought us up. But guys, they are telling us they're putting us back in a village, a community thing, which is something I said that we need to go back to as a small, isolated, independent, autonomous community that handles their own problem. And the thing about this is, all these communities that used to be, guys, they handled their own problems. They didn't have all the modern mental health or social problems that we do now. And it's because this urban sprawl, this urban compactness that we've witnessed in the 18th, 19th, and 20th century, and now that has caused all this deviant behaviors. Anyway, that's another story for another time. I get off on stuff. Yeah, I saw that Utah's going to try to push out the digital ID. Right now, it's voluntary, is what they're saying, but it probably won't be for too much longer. We are all going to digital ID, guys. Everybody need right now cash. Our whole economic and identification system, guys, is getting rolled out. It's going to be done away with. This is all part of the new unified system and everything. In fact, I do see that Trump actually may be pushing towards a universal basic income, where everybody's paid a certain amount and you buy your existence out of that. Also, we're seeing a push towards digital ID with this too. Already in Texas. It's not what we are thinking. No, it's a trap. It is. You know, guys, all these utopian movies we've seen about these futuristic societies, what was it, Divergent, and all these others. In fact, what was that one with the girl shooting the arrow? Bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, a bunch of these movies. No, not me. No. Well, they got moved to an arena and had to fight it out the last one. Anyway, guys, a lot of these utopian movies you've seen where they have about real small, real cool-looking towns and everything like that, guys, they are already 15-minute cities. We've seen these in the 50s and 60s futuristic movies about people living in a utopian society. Well, they lived in a 15-minute city. High density. We're seeing that here too in near where we live in Pittsburgh. They're tearing down older buildings, doing remodel them or going in revamping them, and turn them into high-density housing units in the downtown area of Pittsburgh. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. Even taking down historical monuments and historical sites, redoing them. Well, we'll do that instead then. But, guys, here's the thing, guys. These 15-minute cities actually work better than a major metropolitan areas. They really do. Unfortunately, of course, it's going to be controlled, which, again, guys, we need kind of control system over us because we're like a bunch of 5-year-olds with a hand grenade and ready to pull the pin. We need monitors or controls on us. We need laws and regulations, or else we'd kill ourselves off within just 10 years, believe it or not. She corrupts me.
He loves it.
I love you.
Whoops. Before I break this.
I had a thought for certain.
10-minute cities.
No, it was something else after 15 minutes. I have these wandering thoughts, guys. I can't keep control of them. I have intrusive thoughts that gets me sidetracked a lot of times. And but yeah, we're going to a digital currency too, guys. That's another thing that we're going to do. That's definitely a thing that it's going to happen. So keep that in mind, guys. They got it rolled out, guys. That there's no way we can resist or keep out of the system unless we go completely autonomous outside of the 15-minute area. You know, all these autonomous, these futuristic movies with this utopian society, they had walls and barriers where you couldn't go beyond that because you get into the wild country. Where the people that wasn't part of the 15-minute city society lived independently out in nature, away from it all, kind of like what we talk about, living off-grid. They did this. There's boogers coming after us.
Yeah.
But we're not going to be part of this, guys, and I don't mean try to put us down or anything like that, but our age group is not part of this utopian society, so they don't really give a shit what we think or what we want to do about it. So it don't matter. They have it rolled up in a nice little neat package and everything, and it's going to happen whether we like it or not. Like I say, all you got to change is the basic fundamental groups of people that's going to be here, the people that's going to be running the government or society in the later years, 10 years from now. 15 years from now, and that's who you work on, changing their ideologies and stuff, and it would take care of itself. Look how accepting, well, guys, I want you to notice something. Look how accepting within 10 years, just 10 years, how accepting the youth that's in college and coming out of college now, how accepting they are of a socialist control over their system, over the world, over their life. 10 years, guys. Just took 10 years to change these people's minds into believing into being a socialist community. These numbers, when we hear these numbers rolled out, guys, it kind of puts a stark reality on how things really are going on. Remember, guys, 2012, 13 years ago, guys, is when a new reality started rolling out in our society, in our world. 2012 was a major milestone in our society as a whole, globally. And we see where we are. Look back, link back, guys, to what was going on 2010, 2012. We are still getting used to our first black president telling us how to live. Look where we are now, guys. Look at the technology they have now. They can create clones of celebrities, animals. They're popular, coming out telling us on television now that they're going ahead and making clones of pets. 2017, I uncovered a video talking about this company had been making clones for the society, the elite of the world, for over 20 years. That was in 2017. I saw the video. I don't know when the video was made, but it was an interview. They've been doing this. They're coming out and telling us now. Did you know now that they had introduced the technology? They introduced that they have the technology and ability now to create a child without an egg, without a human egg. All they need is a sperm cell, and they can create a human, grow a human. Then they can take it and create an artificial womb inside of a human and insert this ovum, this egg, or this creation, the sperm, and let it grow like it's growing in a womb inside of a person. Or they even had these incubators. You can watch your child being grown in an incubator like you do with a tomato plant. That's where we're at in technology, guys. They do have the technology now to do this. And just think, this is something that was far-fetched 15 years ago. This is something that we only heard about in science fiction horror movies. And now it's science fiction reality. 15 years, guys. I don't know who's Guevara. Che Guevara. I'm not up a lot of stuff going on. We're out of the picture, guys. I'm still yelling at the TV news, okay? That's my stage of life. That's my morning routine, to get 2 cups of coffee and yell at the morning news till it goes off. But guys, when we think about these things, think about the real numbers of where we're at. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, yeah. I remember them. Yeah, okay. But guys, think about these numbers. Where we were 100 years ago. We was facing the Great Depression, wasn't we? 1920s?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Great Depression. Bread lines, the Dust Bowl. Oh, thank you, Grace. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Grace.
I'll just, on Facebook, guys, I'll post what comes to mind sometimes, real quick thoughts or uncovering information and stuff, and I put it out there. And so, y'all go ahead and please hit me up on there and everything like that. I take spells where I post a lot of stuff, then I go dry for a few days, and I come up with a bunch of other stuff because I get mad at the news. DTDurrell@gmail.com. Yeah, that's my email address. Thank you, Anna. And Anna just put up my email address, so y'all can copy that, and that's my email that I use most times. I do have my email account for this video, this YouTube channel, but I never look at it, so just use this one right here. You guys think about where we was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and compared to where we are now. We got holograms, guys. They're public and coming out and telling us that they have holograms, that they're using holograms. 10 years ago, this was just a science fiction idea. Something you read about in a book, or maybe some kind of futuristic thing. Now the public is talking about that they have them, that they're using them. Even using them on the public. Even talk about using them in crowd control. And things like this. Sonic weapons that we have that they deny that they have, that they now just tell us about it. Did you know that Tesla had an energy weapon in 1898? A sonic weapon to disable your enemy. It could be sent thousands of miles, deployed thousands of miles, and directly affect individual or a small group of people. 1898, guys, Tesla had this device. They didn't stop Tesla because of his energy research, free energy. They stopped Tesla before somebody else got to him and hired him to create the deadly weapons, the annihilation weapons that he was coming up with. That's the reason they stopped him. That's why they put him away. Stopped him from working, isolated him. It wasn't because of energy, like they want to tell us. It wasn't the only reason, let's put it that way. It's because of the technology they had created, the death ray, the death sonic weapons, the energy weapons that he created and come up with, guys. He was making them. He's basically the Frankenstein of the 19th century. A mad inventor. And I think we're still using the energy, Earth's energy that he discovered and started using, and everything, so that we could power the Earth. I do think they use that energy. And the only thing we're paying for, really, guys, is the ability they have, the secret they have of harnessing its energy and transporting it throughout the world, throughout our homes and our businesses, industries. And I think that's what we're paying for. We're not paying for the production of electricity. We're paying for the harnessing of it and directing of it from ground to user, from source to user. And that led me to think about what actually is the Earth for in the grand scheme of things, guys. And that led me to think that energy, the Earth, the magnetic energy, the electrical energy Earth creates naturally is what powers the damn sun to create this big ball of plasma that sheds light everywhere and energy and heat. Because, again, there's questions about the density and the size of the center of the sun, the actual size of the sun. Anyway, I'm getting hoarse. I'm running out of stuff to talk about. I'm high.
We're going to go have some pie.
Yeah, we're going to eat some pie and probably some more cookies. Thank y'all very much, guys. I appreciate y'all hanging in here. I appreciate everything. You got anything to say, send me information, stuff like that. You got my email, dtdurrell@gmail. Also, my Facebook page link that I have supplied for you. So, if y'all want to get in touch with me, y'all go right ahead. But I hope y'all have a groovy night and a better day tomorrow, as always, guys. And like I always used to say, guys, if you got a chance, do something for somebody else to make their world just a little bit brighter, a little bit better, because you yourself would be much more um, repaid in its own way. But I hope y'all have a good night. Again, everybody, have a good night. Later, taters.